The Narendra Modi government has been muscular from the word go when it comes to India's defence. It is visible in more than 20 big and small reforms carried out over the last 7 years. Beginning with OROP, one rank, one pension is something that was pending, like the GST, for over 2 decades. No government was biting the bullet as it involved costs, a hole in the budget, but the resolve to honour the veterans and Prime Minister's personal campaign promise made Modi government act on the promise and deliver OROP. Even if in a truncated form, in its first year in office itself. In another big-ticket reform, PM announced creation of Chief of Defence Staff post. The CDS, who would wear 3 hats, Military Advisor to Defence Minister, Head of newly created Department of Military Affairs, and Chairman of Chiefs of State Committee, would also carry out the most important task of created theatre command structure. For the first time in India, something most big militaries follow around the world, the entire CDS architecture brings about better cohesion, joint operations, efficiencies, and optimization of resources to the armed forces. National security interests have been the predominant driver of the Modi government, making it go for policy changes that bring about both greater cohesion and modernization of the defense sector. Reforms have been broad-based not just on restructuring the forces, but to change the entire dynamics of the sector. Of late, the thrust now aimed at infusing the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat, a self-reliant India in the defense sector. From defense corridor to manufacturing AK-203 rifles, to speeding up submarines project to India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, the Modi government has gone the whole hog in making India a force to reckon with in the international defense market as well. India's defense exports that stood at Rs 1,941 crores in 2014 are now above Rs 10,000 crores. From October 1st, a new chapter was written. 220 years old ordnance factory board was dissolved. With it, 41 ordnance factories were merged with 7 defense PSUs. This was an idea proposed by at least 4 defense reform committees over the last 2 decades, aimed at improving quality and efficiencies of OFP that oversaw manufacturing of arms and ammunition, from bullets to military vehicles, to stores to parachutes to electronic warfare devices to much more. But again, no government had the courage to act. It came down to the Modi government and it delivered. And then who can forget the Rafale?
राफेल डील पे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक शब्द नहीं कहा।
Despite the controversy, despite the Supreme Court fight, which saw senior IAF officers appearing before the top court to defend the decision, larger interest of India was the driving force that made the Modi government take all the risk. The reforms have been holistic, addressing issues like gender bias included. This shows sensitivity of the Prime Minister, who has brought that personal touch to the care of our Defence Force personnel, engaging with them in gratitude by taking a day-long break from work and spending it at the borders with Jawans. Something that Modi has been doing since his Gujarat days, when as Chief Minister he would travel to border areas as far as Arunachal Pradesh in northeast for his Diwali break with Jawans.